Hey y'all. Just so you know, I'm not driving. I'm parked. See, it's just between husband and kids and dog, and it's a lot of noise. Need a quiet time to make a video. So I'm making this video because I've kind of got a lot of stuff going on, and I've been trying to make some changes to try to help it. But anyway, the lady I work for suggested that I make like a video or a series of videos to just kind of like record my journey. So in a nutshell, I am sick. I don't have cancer, whatever. I'm not dying that I know of, but I don't know what's wrong. So I've got a doctor appointment next week to find out. It's been ongoing for years, but every year it just gets worse. And this year it has significantly gotten worse. And it's a lot of things. It's first and foremost, number one reason I'm going to the doctor is I deal with a lot of pain, chronic pain on a daily basis, and nothing I do helps. No, I've tried it. I've tried over the counter, ibuprofen, Aleve, and it used to help. It used to at least take the edge off, and now it doesn't. It's in my joints and in my bones. I was diagnosed with arthritis as a very young teenager, either 14 or 15, I can't remember. And it was only in my lower back. And since then, the pain has spread into my hips, my legs, my shoulders, my wrists, my ankles, my feet, my knees, pretty much everywhere. If it has a joint, it hurts. So I've had a lot of people pushing me, telling me I need to go to the doctor. You need to be tested for rheumatoid, and I wouldn't do it. And so anyway, long story short, I can't deal with the pain anymore. And it might not even be rheumatoid. There's actually, according to Google is scary, and when you don't know what's going on, y'all ignore my hair, please, but I'm having a hard time ignoring it. Anyway, everyone says when you're sick or you're in pain, don't Google it. Google will tell you have cancer. And well, it didn't tell me I have cancer, but there's actually like a lot of things that it could be, because there's so many different things out there that have the same symptoms, and mine isn't just pain. There's so much. My body's been giving me signals for months now that I am not healthy, and that I need to, actually years if you really want to stop and think about it. My body's been trying to tell me for a very long time that I'm not healthy and that I don't treat my body very well. I actually found out back in August that I have high cholesterol, and my doctor was like, I really need you to diet and exercise and treat yourself better, and then come back and have your blood panel ran, and if I don't see any changes in your numbers, then I'm going to have to put you on medication. I wish I could sit here and tell you that I was obedient to my doctor, but I wasn't. I've actually gained weight instead of losing weight, and I've been on a diet, all right. I've been on the seafood diet. I see it and I eat it, and it's all food that's not good for me. So I'm gonna have him check my cholesterol again at my appointment, and I'm actually gonna do right this time, because I had a conversation with a lady from my church that I respect very much, and she asked me why I won't go to the doctor to find out what's going on. And I told her that I don't want that diagnosis, no matter what the diagnosis ends up being, which at the time we were discussing rheumatoid because that's what she has. I don't want that diagnosis. And she told me, she said, baby, I didn't want that diagnosis either. She said, but the Bible says that your body is the temple and you're supposed to take care of it. And whatever you do to not take care of it or to abuse it, God holds you accountable for. And that includes going to the doctor and taking care of yourself. So, I do know that I have a lot of inflammation in my body. So I've been looking up the the inflammation diet, which is basically, in a nutshell, there are foods that you eat that trigger excess inflammation. And I eat a lot of that. Pork being one of them. I eat a lot of pork. And I'm not saying that I'm going to completely cut out pork, because I'm sorry, but for me, bacon is life. I eat a lot of bacon. But I am going to drastically reduce the amount of pork I consume. Sugar. Sugar is a major trigger for inflammation. Whether it be rheumatoid arthritis or just regular arthritis, or any of these other things that Google says it could be, sugar is one of the number one triggers as far as dietary. And I consume mass amounts of sugar every day. I kid you not, I can drink an entire 2-liter of Coke in one day, every day. And a lot of people are like, oh, I couldn't do that. I'd be so nervous. I'd be so jittery. But I've been doing it for so long that it doesn't faze me. I actually go through withdrawals when I don't have sugar. Anybody that tries to say that sugar is not a legal drug and that it's not addictive, I will call them a liar to their face, because I go through legit withdrawals when I don't have it, and it's painful. There was one point a year or two ago where I was trying to diet, and not really diet, but just eat right. And I had a sugar craving hit me so hard that I found myself sitting in my kitchen floor eating sugar straight from the bag. So just being honest, bearing my soul here. I have a problem. I am fat. I am actually clinically obese. In the spirit of honesty, I weigh 194 pounds. And it's not good for me. It's not good for my joints. It's not good for my heart. I've had heart palpitations as long back as I can remember. And now I've got high cholesterol on top of that. And because I had a hysterectomy, I am automatically, and I am an ex-smoker, and I took hormonal birth control in my life. Each one of those puts me in a higher risk bracket for heart disease and stroke. And I'm a female. And then you add high cholesterol on top of that. And so, yeah, my body's been trying to tell me for a long time that something isn't right, and I've just ignored all the signals, and I've abused my body, and I haven't taken care of it. One of the things that I can actually show you is my hair. My hair used to be very thick and shiny and healthy, and now every day I lose mass amounts of my hair because it's just falling out. I've got a very, very thin spot right here that keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's one reason why I try to keep my hair parted to the side like this. My skin, I used to have very, very nice skin, and it's not anymore. My eczema that I haven't had issues with in years has been giving me fits, just all kinds of things. Brain fog, memory problems, tiredness. I stay fatigued all the time. I'm tired no matter how much sleep, or for those of you that say, oh, well, you're sleeping too much. No matter how much or how little or just right sleep I get, I'm always tired. Always. I have no energy, and I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of being in pain all the time. And I realize that if I have an autoimmune disorder of any kind, I realize that, there's not going to be a magic cure for it, but there is something I can do to help. And that is I can take better care of myself. I can eat better. I know how to eat right. I know how. I used to eat very, very, very clean. I just, over the years, I let my sugar addiction get the best of me, and I just ate worse and worse and worse. But I know how to eat right. I'm going to start. I actually started yesterday, and it's not fun. Detoxing from sugar is not fun for me. But another sign that I've had that I'm abusing my body is my kidneys and all that. I've had several infections back to back, and if I would just take care of myself, that wouldn't happen. So part of my other thing that I've done is I joined Young Living back in September. For those of you that don't know, Young Living is a essential oils company. In the spirit of honesty, I signed up simply because I had been promising a friend of mine for like 3 years that I was going to join, and that when I did, I was going to join under her. Because it is an MLM, and when you sign people up, you get paid. And I signed up, and I told her I had no intentions of being a seller. I didn't want to work the business end. Now I do. That's a video for a different day. I literally only signed up because, I do like essential oils. I do like natural stuff. I literally just signed up for her, though. And I signed up. I got the premium starter kit. It came with 11 oils and a diffuser. And the only oil I was interested in when I signed up was the Thieves. I didn't care about the rest of them. And now I am here to tell you, I use all 11 of them in my everyday life. Every day. I have a lot of digestive issues, a lot of stomach problems, and Digest, which came in my starter kit, I use it every day. Every day. I can't get through a day without it. I fully believe that when God made the earth, He made it perfect. And He put everything on the earth to help us when we do have sickness or pain. And so that's my reason for essential oils. So there's some things with Young Living that I'm going to start using for my body. And I just kind of want to record my progress as I go. I did start yesterday, and I didn't get it through Young Living. I just bought it over the counter. I did start yesterday taking a very, very high dose of turmeric, and also ginger. And I'm also going to get some garlic. The garlic is good for your cardiovascular system, but it's also good for your joints. And the ginger is good for your blood sugar, your stomach, and your joints. And while, my A1C is perfect, if I don't do something and I don't change the way I treat myself, it won't always be perfect. But ginger is also good for your joints. I've started taking fish oil every night for my heart, my cardiovascular system, and I also learned it's good for your joints. So there's a lot of natural and holistic things that I'm doing to try to help myself feel better. Not just feel better, but be better, be healthy. I've heard this phrase for a few years now, and at first I thought it was just Young Living people that use it, but then I found out that a lot of people use it. I've only ever heard Young Living people use it, but it's live above the wellness line. And that's what I intend to do. I don't intend to spend the rest of my life fat and sick. I don't. Period. There's already some changes that I've made in my life to be a healthier me. One of which was I switched over to a natural deodorant. So I'm not putting all them toxins right there on my lymph nodes every day. Yeah. And I will be doing, a lot of Young Living people call it the ditch and switch. I will be doing a lot of ditch and switch over the next several months. And I'm probably going to make videos about it because I'm lame. And while there's probably not very many of you watching these videos, for those of you that are, maybe it will grab your attention and maybe you will start your oily journey and maybe you will do the ditch and switch. I can personally say that since I joined Young Living and started using it every day, before I started, I was on 5 different allergy medications every day. And this time of the year, I always stayed sick with sinuses and bronchitis. And I joined Young Living and I started diffusing the allergy blend, which is lavender, lemon, and peppermint. And I started rolling it on. And I came off all my allergy medications. I do still take one because where I work, it's full of a lot of stuff. I work with glitter all day, every day, and it does aggravate my allergies and everything. It makes my nose itch, makes me sneeze. Sometimes it makes me cough. So I do still take one every day. I think it's Claritin. I don't know. But yeah, I usually this time of year, I get sick and I keep it for a month or 2 at a time. And that hasn't happened. Every year I'm sick during Thanksgiving. I wasn't sick during Thanksgiving this year. So that's my reason. And I want to give that to my kids. You know, everyone has to have a why about why you do something. Well, my why for why I do Young Living is my health. And I want to give good health to my kids. And I just want to be able to enjoy life with my kids. I want to be able to play with them. I want to be able to run. And right now I can't do that. I can't go outside and run around and chase them because it hurts. I'm sitting here right now, and as I make this video, I've got a lot of pain, and this shoulder's been giving me a lot of pain all week. I don't do well with rain, and I don't do well with cold, and when you put the two together, I'm miserable. And as you can see, it's nice and wet outside, and it's December 1st. It's not cold, but it's not, I mean, I think it's like 66 outside right now. So it's not like real cold, but it's damp, and it's unpleasant, and it's painful. So, lots of changes coming in my future. I'm excited about them. I'm excited to share them with you. I'm nervous about my doctor appointment on Wednesday, but I'm just going to put it in the hands of God, and I'm going to go. And when the results come in, whatever my doctor decides to do, I'm going to be a good steward. You know, I always thought being a good steward meant just being a good steward of my finances. You know, I thought that was the only thing God commanded me to be a good steward of. But really, He commands me to be a good steward of all aspects of my life. So I'm going to start being a good steward of this body He's given me. And I'm going to start taking care of it. And I'm sorry that I sat here and rambled at you for almost 20 minutes about stuff you probably don't care about. But I thank you for your time. I thank you for listening. And all I ask is that you pray for me. And y'all have a blessed day.